Hi guys! Today I'm going to be doing a comparison between MAC Cosmetics and Sugarpill. Now, a lot of people online love MAC, like I do, and a lot of people online love Sugarpill, and I just kind of wanted to show the differences because some people might not have ever used Sugarpill and may just love MAC and then not want to kind of branch out, and other people, you know, might just want to know like what they're paying for, because sometimes I feel that these companies like MAC have a big reputation for being very pigmented and value for money, and which to an extent they are. But when they've got these new brands like Lime Crime and Sugarpill, which are not only cruelty free and vegan, which MAC Cosmetics is not, it's a lot cheaper. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to pay for customs if you're in the UK, but I hear there's a shop in the Custard Factory that sells it, and Cyberdog sells also Sugarpill eyeshadows. So we are getting more stockers over here in the UK, but really I kind of wanted to do like a kind of a comparison on swatches, size and prices, and I was going to show you what I've got, because when I was younger I bought a lot of MAC because there really wasn't a lot of vibrant kind of colours around that were decently pigmented. And when I say younger, I was about 16, 17 onwards, because that's when I started getting a job, and that's when I could afford nicer makeup than going to like Collection 2000 and Rimmel and things like that. So this, I've got my own palette, here it is here, and this is what I've made, and this consists of eyeshadows that I find that are quite similar to Sugarpill. And I only noticed this the other day when I was cleaning up my bathroom, and I'd been using some of the Sugarpill ones, and I put this Pro palette to one side, and I was like, oh shit man, I've just bought the Sugarpill one, but I've basically got it in MAC. But then I was thinking, more makeup for me. That's what I'm going to do. So the first one, just so you know, this is the outsides of both palettes. So the MAC one, you can either have a dual layer box or a single layer box, and then obviously if you have a dual one, then you can get 2 levels. The Sugarpill one, sorry, is a cardboard box, and it contains 12 shadows. They're all named as well, which I think is quite good, because sometimes with the MAC palette you have to put on your own labels from the bottom, and then this is them here. So what I'll do is, first of all, I'm going to talk to you about the MAC shades that I've got here, which are similar to the Sugarpill ones. So here they are together, so you can instantly see a size comparison. So I'm just going to measure them, because Sugarpill's eyeshadows come out at $12, which is around $7.30 each, not including any custom charges that you may incur. And then MAC eyeshadows range from anything from £13, I would say I've paid up to £17, depending if they're in a collection or not. So I'm just going to measure, and it's roughly, the pan size for a MAC one is roughly 1 inch in height, and then the Sugarpill one is just over 1 inch and nearly 1.5 inches, so you're kind of getting half an inch extra for your money. Obviously if you're really into a certain brand, then that's up to you. Pros and cons of MAC and Sugarpill. MAC test, Sugarpill don't. Obviously the size issue and the price is a big thing, but for me, when I've seen them, was like, you know, the packaging all the time for Sugarpill is super cute and gorgeous and lovely, whereas MAC's more sleek, you know, black, plain, professional. But I know, like, I see makeup artists on Instagram and YouTube using Sugarpill, so I don't see how packaging really makes you more professional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick each shade and tell you each colour and do a little swatchy swatch on my hand. Right, so the first one I'm going to pick out is this yellow one here. Oh god. Oh, that's another thing as well. Watch. Yeah, they just fall out, and I need another magnetic, but I don't think that's very good, because I actually broke one of them, this one, because it fell out on the floor. And this yellow is quite an old one. It's called Chrome Yellow, and it's just a very primary yellow. And I'm going to get some wipes out because I'm going to get messy. So this is it here on my finger. As you can see, very pigmented. Now I'm going to just take Sugarpills. This is Sugarpills Butter Cupcake. But yeah, you can kind of see the difference. The MAC one's a lot lighter, whereas the Sugarpill one's darker. But overall, it's kind of similar. Next up is this one here. This is called Haunting. It's a lovely kind of like natural turquoisey. It's a nice colour. I'm just going to swatch this now. I'm not very good at describing colour. It's very similar to Mochi or Mochi, however you want to pronounce it. Oh no, I've got blue. This is it. So this finger is Sugarpill and this finger is MAC. And I think this one's a lot more pigmented. Next one I'm showing you here is Newly Minted. And that's, I would say, kind of similar, not a lot similar, but to Midori. This is about as close as I'm going to get to Midori. And actually when I'm swatching this now, it's like nothing like it at all. So I thought that was quite similar, but it's not. That's Midori, and then that's Newly Minted by MAC. Next up is one of my all-time favourite MAC eyeshadows, and they've actually discontinued it a long time ago. I got this in, I think it was Edinburgh or Leeds, Harvey Nick. This is when I was like, look, full on punk, and I remember going in and the security guard just giving me like the most dirtiest look ever. But anyway, screw you, security guard, you're just security. You're no squid, you're no Sarah. Anyway, this is Bitter. This is kind of a shimmery-ish, kind of acidy green. And I would just wear this with like my pink eyebrows, and I would just be like rocking the fuck out. It looks awesome. To an extent. Sometimes my eyebrows are not that good. So this is it here. This is Bitter. And that's really similar to me to Acid Berry. So like, this is like, if when Bitter runs out, this is what I'm going to have to use from now on. And actually when I look at it, Acid Berry is a much more intense green, where the Bitter is more yellowy, but this is in here. So it just shows when they're kind of side by side what they actually look like, because when I just kind of glanced at them I thought, oh, they're really similar, but they're not. Next one I have, now I'll do swatches, the ones that don't match up with any of my MAC ones, just so you can see them. The next one is the one that took a beating because of the stupid palette not holding them in, and this is Zingy, which is another really bright blue. This was given to me by my friend Chris. Top down. And I think this is probably the next one from, I think there was one called Electric Eel. This could be its replacement, or even Blue Jewel. And that's it there by itself. And then I always think it's a bit like After Party. Kind of similar, but not. The After Party is much more blue. So that's After Party. And then that one's Zingy. This one here, next one's this one. And this one's called Passionate or Passion, or something on the lines of that. And it was, I'm not a massive lover of red. This is not showing how kind of red it is. Better, more accurate. Oh god, this one's really rubbish. I'm really disappointed with this one. But I also thought this was quite intense. It hasn't come out very well. And this is it here. I just get Love Plus, which is a much more red colour. And I always thought the MAC one was really red, and then I'm really surprised by Love Plus here. And last one called Orange. This is again a really old one. This is one of my first MAC eyeshadows. Holy shit. I'm really surprised at the colour payoff from just rubbing my finger over the pans is quite in favour of Sugarpill, and they're quite cheaper. And this one's quite similar in colour. Okay. So this one's MAC and this one's Sugarpill. So this one's Flame Point, and this one's just orange. The light's not great, but they're basically the same orange. So I'm pretty pleased with that one. So yeah, you guys, I mean it's up to you how you want to spend your money. There are alternatives to MAC. And whilst MAC is great and it has brilliant collections and things like that, I always kind of think that maybe everyone should be a little bit more kind of money savvy and look around, swatch things, get your feeling of things. You know, MAC is great, don't get me wrong, I love MAC, but even after doing this, I'm quite surprised at like how kind of poor some of the colour payoffs are from just rubbing my finger on the pan compared to something that's quite a lot cheaper and bigger as well. I mean, I don't know how anyone goes through them things, and I've got 2 tacos and 2 poison plums to deal with because I bought the 2 and then I ended up buying the Pro palette afterwards. What I'll do is, if you keep watching, I'm just going to swatch the other ones as well. Don't look too much at my nails because I just did my makeup. Right, okay, so what we got here? We got on here, this little pinky here, Dolly Pop, Poison Plum, Velocity, Velocity, 2 AM, and then we got Taco on the end. And they're all fantastically pigmented eyeshadows at a fraction of the price. And to be honest, they did a Black Friday sale last kind of Christmas time, and I got a lot of my stuff. So I think if you guys in the UK can't find a UK stockist, or they've got it on left in Cyberdog online, wait till the Black Friday sale, because whatever you buy in the Black Friday sale that you have to pay in custom charges will end up making it the same price, because if you buy it normally you still have to pay custom charges. So what I try and do is I try and wait till they have the, I'm not saying that, I don't know if every single one's going to have a Black Friday sale, but they seem to be really into it in America. But if any online makeup store or kind of clothing store does have a Black Friday sale, buy your stuff then, because the custom fees can be quite a lot and it'll make up for what you pay normally in custom charges and fees. So yeah, if you like this type of video, when it was quite long-winded, then let me know, and I will do another one. Thank you very much for watching, and if you've got any comments, let me know. Please like, share and subscribe as always, and check out my other array of videos that I'm putting out as often as I can. Bye!